Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me again here at the G-Spot with Gentille. So today I'm going to do a little male bashing. It's going to be fun, not for you guys, but this is what I've experienced, and a lot of other my girlfriends have experienced this in the dating world here. Maybe not just here, maybe everywhere, but mainly here because I live here, so this is what I've experienced. So I have one of my best friends, Malia and Sue, joining me today, and we're going to do some male bashing.
Ooh.
Yeah, you ready? Okay, so it's been very frustrating for me. I mean, I've been single for a while, and I've always kind of been in the dating scene for a while. I mean, you're married, so you're out of it, thank God, but I know that you deal with some of this stuff still because there's a lot of online fans, right? So, and you're single as well, so you just got back into the single world, so you and I, here we are, single girls trying to deal with all these men. So, what I've noticed, and I'm going to go through a list of things, okay? So, let's start with something that's kind of new to the dating scene, and it's called breadcrumbing. Now, you guys may not know that much about it, but I've experienced it full on, and actually I'm experiencing it now with,
let's hear
a couple people, yeah. So breadcrumbing is basically, you meet a guy, you seem to like each other, you hit it off, you exchange numbers, obviously, and then it's like when you're texting, or he's texting you, obviously as a man he has to reach out first, right? So he's texting you, and it's very minimal stuff, and breadcrumbing means they're not really making any solid plans. They're kind of, you text maybe a sentence, and they text you back like 2 words. Have you experienced that? Well, maybe not you.
Well, in my college days, yes.
Okay. Yeah, they had it back then too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they have a name for it, right? So before it was probably happening, but there wasn't a name for it. Correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've never heard of breadcrumbing, but it's similar.
So breadcrumbing sound like they're giving you crumbs.
Like bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces.
Keep you interested, but maybe not so much,
Right.
So
They want to keep you on the hook.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So.
and they don't want to cut you off completely, so they keep you on the hook until they give you a little breadcrumbing here, a little breadcrumbing here. So that is really annoying, okay? Because I'm going through that now. And it's like, Jesus Christ, if you're not interested, that's fine. Just say it. It's okay. Move on. Don't leave me here hanging on this damn string until you're ready. That's not fair. Would you guys like it if we did? Oh, actually, I do it too. So okay. I mean, see, I do it for people that I'm not really interested in. And, so I am guilty of that. Are you guilty of that, Sue?
I don't know if I'm guilty of that. I mean, if I'm not interested in someone, I'll, just let them know. But I wouldn't try to throw, signals that I am interested in fact, I'm not.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll just cut you off completely.
But how about, okay, say you meet a guy and you think that maybe this guy could benefit you somehow in the future. I mean, we're all, human, and we're all, when we meet people, but especially when we network, we meet people,
right.
you might have a use for this person later on, right? So breadcrumbing could be there. Like if they text you, of course, most men, if they talk to you, they'll be interested in probably dating you. But as a woman, if you're not interested, what do we do? When they text us, what do you do? Because what I do is I'll just put like a little thumbs up. Or a little
You mentioned it. You hit the nail on the head when you mentioned that you do that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think part of it is ego. A lot of men have that, and a lot of women do. I think it goes both ways.
Right.
Sure.
So I might come off as not bashing men, but I've done it myself as well when I'm not interested in somebody. Oh, you're just looking for someone to tag along, or you're lonely, or you just need that person right there in your pocket for a while, but you're not really into them.
The attention, maybe?
Yes.
So we are
Yes.
seeking attention from these people, right?
Yeah,
And vice
just
versa.
there's something that they're offering that you can take with you,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not really that you're into them or that you're
You like them that much.
exactly.
Right. So breadcrumbing. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know you guys do it. So, and I know I do it to some guys too, but I promise I'll try to get better at that and not do that. Okay, so another topic that I hate is ghosting. And you know what that is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what it is.
I have never experienced that.
Oh, that's good.
I've ghosted a lot of people.
Oh, you ghosted people when you just
I'm
disappear?
guilty of that. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I've never done it.
Why do they do it though?
Because I think men don't have the balls or the guts sometimes to tell you. So it's a way of breaking up, basically. So the men are breaking up with you, and instead of maybe giving you, that speech or that talk, they're uncomfortable, so they just ghost me. They just kind of disappear on you. Yeah,
right.
No explanation, no nothing. So has that happened to you?
It's happened to me a couple of times, where men have ghosted on me, and then and I thought, maybe there was something there, or maybe we could be friends, but they just disappear off the face of the earth, and I might try to make an attempt and say hello, how you doing, and I still don't even get like a courtesy text back. So I'm like, all right,
like wow.
So yeah, okay.
It's like shit. Was sex that bad? God, you don't have to ghost me. You can just tell me like, you weren't that good.
Right.
So, wow.
Yeah.
So they're just not good at breaking up.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe they don't want to deal with the emotional aspect of it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, but people ghost. I think in every situation, either one night stands, which is more understandable. Fine, okay, we had a one night stand, and I suck or you suck, whatever, and I don't want to ever see you again. Okay, that's fine. But some of this ghosting happens when you've already kind of started dating. So I think men should have more balls to say, hey, I'm sorry, it's not working out. Whatever, I'm not attracted to you anymore. Let's move on, instead of just disappearing. That's not cool. So now, I've experienced this a lot, and you guys are my friends, so I'm sure we share this, especially on social media. So the men contacting you, and then flirting with all of us.
Yes.
Right? That's happened, correct? These fans or these men?
Yeah. I think that happens to all men. Right?
They're doing it to everybody. So you guys are freaking contacting us on social media, friending us, and you're friending all of our other friends too. And in addition, you are reaching out to me and my friends and saying some similar things. Because let me tell you, we talk. Okay?
You may not know it, but we do.
Obviously you don't know it, but even if we're in different states and even different countries, I have friends all over the world, and we all talk. And trust me, we're like, hey, this is your friend. You know this guy? We're like, yeah. Oh, what did he say? Well, he's hitting on me trying to do this. And
so this is just somebody who you don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flirting online with you and all of your friends. That's a no-no. Okay, don't do that, because you're not going to get anywhere with any of us.
Right.
They're just trying to fish.
Right.
See which fish to catch.
Right.
Yes.
And another thing also is, we're talking about online a lot because this is kind of like a new dating thing. So everything is kind of online now. So I see a lot of persistence. How about those guys that they contact you online and they're so persistent? They may start out with saying, some compliments. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're hot. Blah blah blah. And you don't respond. And I'm talking about messaging.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what happens?
Even if you give them hints, they keep coming back.
Yeah.
Then they get nasty.
They get rude.
Yeah, they get nasty, and they take it personal, and then they start threatening you.
They start threatening, or they start insulting you.
Yes.
So I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Right.
So I mean,
I've noticed like this little kind of stages that they go through.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like phases and stages. It's kind of like, oh, nice, polite, and then it gets kind of like, hey, what's going on? Why don't you call me back, or why don't you message me back?
Yes.
And then these are also the ones that wait for me to get online, and then they call me.
Oh yes, at 3 a.m.
I'm not going to answer you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to answer you. Okay, I don't know you. And then after that, several attempts there, and then you just get nasty. These men just get nasty. They'll call us out. They'll call us a bitch and a whore, and who do you think you are? So it's awful. So I mean, this is what we have to deal with, and it sucks because it takes time and energy sometimes to read these messages, and then have to go in and delete them and block them.
It must be nice.
Right, Ever, you have this issue too.
Or sometimes you just get busy. Maybe, I don't mind casual conversation, but if I'm busy, if I'm at work, I don't have time to be chit-chatting.
Exactly.
With you.
Exactly.
So,
Again, I think it's just a lot of it is ego. Like, men don't want to be turned down.
True. Yeah. None of us want to be rejected and turned down.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's like, get a clue, right? It's like, I don't know you, first of all. If I know you and I met you, then I can understand, okay, we can have some conversation, that's fine.
Sure.
And, maybe you have reason to maybe get upset, maybe if I don't respond. But then again, you shouldn't get upset because I'm not in a relationship with you. Right. You're just a friend or you're just an acquaintance online, so why are you getting upset for anyways that I don't respond?
I'm not really good with those when I get a lot of those, I just ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you respond or when you engage in a conversation, then they take it to another level. Because now you're getting their attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now they've gotten your attention.
Yes.
Yeah, so now.
So most of the time I just ignore them and then they just go away. But they're still persistent. They'll still send you texts or email until you respond.
Right. Well, what I have happening to me is they'll go away for a little bit, for maybe a few weeks, sometimes a few days, and then they'll come back and do that same thing over again. But this is because I haven't blocked them yet because they haven't gotten nasty.
Yeah.
So don't get nasty.
Because women do the same.
Do women do the same thing?
I think so.
I'm saying, do women do the same?
I don't think so unless these guys are pretending to be women online. I've never gotten anything from women of that nature. Basically, most have been men.
Yeah, most have been men. But what about women that are doing it to men?
Oh, you think so? Oh, maybe
Possibly.
the working girls, possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah, but I don't know.
This could be an infatuation or something. So I'm sure it happens to men as well.
Maybe. Well, hey, men, if you're out there and you've had this happen to you, why don't you let me know and I can get you on the show and we'll get your side of the story. Now, another thing that I really just, this is what really bugs me about men is the men that have the king complex. And I know the majority or almost all men have this, at least at one point or another. You guys have this king complex, which means you want to have as many women as possible.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's like you're the king.
I know.
Right?
I feel like that, yeah.
Well, if they can get away with it, yeah, absolutely. Every man would do it.
See, this is what I said to my ex, actually. And I said, honey, if you want other women, I don't mind maybe in the future because I might not be able to perform when I get older. This is when I was in a serious relationship. And I say to him, I go, so I'll maybe even help you pick the other women, your mistresses, but you better be fucking filthy rich, then I'll be okay with that and I'm going to be the main bitch. As long as I'm the main girl, I'll help you pick the other mistresses. They can do all the jobs that I won't be able to do later on because I might get bored or tired of it, so, but no, men, I think, try to get away with as dating, or having sex or whatever, as many women as possible, and even some married men. So I hate that. King complex. I mean, what's been your experience?
Oh, the same.
The same.
Although I wouldn't agree to any of that, but I think that's every man's fantasy.
Right.
I think so too. I think that's every man's fantasy.
But you guys are okay with that part of it? Well, I guess it's become part of life almost, and we've accepted it, right? Being women, being wives and girlfriends, that men have this complex in their head.
Well, yeah. You can't pretend or expect them not to. That's part of
Sexuality
Yeah,
and life
that's
of being a man.
acceptable for a man to have a king complex? What if a woman had that? Do you think that would be acceptable as well?
To the men, I don't think so. I think men, if we had that, they'd be devastated. From what I learned about men, is that men get more bothered by the fact that their woman had sex with someone else. Not emotionally. Now we, as women, we get bothered by our man having an emotional connection with someone. If you were just to have sex, for me, or for most women, I think if our men were just to have sex with somebody, and it's just sex, and you tell us it's just sex, we probably wouldn't get that bothered by it. But men would, apparently. Men get really jealous.
That's true, yeah.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, it's ego thing.
Yes, always. It comes back to ego, right?
Exactly.
Ego and pride.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's a downfall, I think, for all of us. Ego and pride. And for me, moving forward as, trying to be a better human being, I'm trying to lose my ego and my pride, especially with dating.
Well, I had a conversation with my husband now because before we were married, he was dating a girl who was lesbian before.
Oh.
She dated him, so she liked women. And so when she asked him that question, would you be okay with me with a menage or
menage a trois?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he asked her that, and she's like, "Oh no, I would not." He's like, "Well, I would. I'd be okay with it if you do, but if it's the other way around, he would not be okay with it."
like 2 girls with him, or
Yeah.
Okay, he wasn't okay with it.
He wasn't okay if it was 2 men and
Flipping
but
it.
he's okay
with
if
the
it's
2
2
women.
women.
Well, of course he'd be.
Well,
You know, so
Yeah.
it's all an ego thing.
Well, I have met some men that's probably okay with 2 men as well, but they're freaky. That's on another show, you know. So, so is there anything else that you guys can think of that just really gets your blood boiling about men, besides some, you know, the stuff that we've talked about so far?
It would be the same. Everything we
Yeah.
spoke of,
Yeah.
you
I
know.
think it covers a lot of it. It's a wide array. Okay, men. So please grow some balls. Tell us. Communicate.
Communicate.
Please communicate. I mean, even if you don't like us, even if you don't think it's working out, whatever, communicate. But there's some that communicate too much. For those, okay, please draw back on the communication, especially with people that you don't know. With women that don't know you and that you don't know. So, you know, maybe just kind of be cool, say a few words, you know, and maybe we might be interested. And please don't send any dick pics, okay? Because
Oh, God. You know, that's my...
that's your pet peeve. Okay, see?
That's probably the worst thing. The worst turn off.
Right.
Is
We
when
don't know
men do
you.
that.
Don't send us your dick. We're not going to go, oh
It's
my
not like
God.
you see the dick.
It's so
and you're like,
big.
Oh my God.
You want to come on over? Yeah. I don't know you. And where do you live? I'll just come on over because I'm just so impressed with your big cock, which is probably, you know, the angle anyway. So we know it's probably not real anyway. So please don't do that.
That's probably the worst. That's the biggest turn off for me.
Absolutely
Is
it
when
is.
men do that.
Yeah.
But I think men think it's okay. Like, even if my husband do that, I don't like it.
Okay. Oh, if he does it to you?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
If he sends me dick pics, I'm like, scroll next. I don't respond.
Really?
Aww.
I kind of like it.
I would if you're in love with someone or you're seeing someone and
You're
you
intimate
get
already.
Well, yeah. I mean, I am in love with my husband, but I don't need to see your dick pic all the time. I mean,
Because you see it every day.
yeah, I don't need to. I don't need you to remind me of your dick. Like, I see it.
I'm just afraid that you might be out there shopping, you know, for that 2 hours,
like,
and you'll find
I
like
don't
another dick,
understand
you
it.
know.
They all look the same, you know, even though they're different sides. It's a dick.
Okay, the benefit for you being married is that you have that dick all the time, and you can see it, and you can do whatever you want with it, usually, every day. For us single women, we don't have that luxury. So when we are dating someone, you know, and you don't see them maybe for a week or 2 or something like that, yeah, we like a little stimulation, and that's where you're like, hey, send me some pics, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so we can fantasize.
No, I can see that, you know, but I live with my husband, and so I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Girl,
When
you're
he's
single?
gone for a week, I'm like, I need something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So then it's
There
okay.
you go.
But I don't need you to send me 5 dick pics, different angle.
Different angle.
You know, like, I know how big your dick is or how small your dick is. Just don't send me any dick pic unless I ask for
I just
it.
want you to
Different
really
locations.
remember it. Wow. Well, that covers our segment of male bashing. I hope you guys don't feel too bad, you know, or too sad about it. These are our point of views and what we've experienced. So thank you for joining me. And thank you, Sue and Malia, for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching the G-Spots with Gentille.